Highly attractive men often have no idea they're attractive because women rarely make their attraction obvious. Most guys look at women through a very lazy, binary lens. They think, either I am born a movie star model or I am ugly and invisible. Because they buy into this lie, they look in the mirror, see an average face, and mentally quit. They use their looks as a massive comfort blanket to justify their own laziness, lack of discipline, and empty bank accounts. It is much easier for a man's ego to say, "Women don't like me because of my jawline," than it is to admit, "Women don't like me because I am out of shape, have zero drive, and blow my money on cheap dopamine." They mistake their lack of effort for a lack of potential. Here is the reality. Looks are just the invitation. If your energy is garbage, that invite gets thrown away. While you sit around waiting for a Hollywood moment, waiting for a beautiful woman to walk up, tap you on the shoulder, and ask you out, guys who are conventionally less attractive are outcompeting you every single day. You can walk into a restaurant, a gym, or a social venue and see a below-average, rugged, or plain-looking man with a phenomenal woman by his side. It isn't black magic. It isn't just luck. It is simply the right energy and mindset. Maybe you stay up at night wondering why you struggle with women despite hitting the gym, dressing well, and working on your life. You might be surrounded by opportunities that are actively slipping away and you're completely unaware of them. Here is the truth. Women don't pursue attraction like men do. Men are visual hunters. We see an attractive woman and want to approach her immediately. Women rarely operate that way. Instead, they will throw out small signals. They will enter your space, act nervous around you, mirror your body language, or drop subtle compliments. Because you were never taught to decode these signals, you miss the fact that you are actively being pursued. And in this video, I will show you 6 signs you're highly attractive, even if you've been doubting yourself for years. Sign 1. The intimidation factor. Many very attractive men struggle with severe self-doubt. This happens because men and women show interest in very different ways. As a man, you are visual and direct. You expect attraction from women to be clear and obvious. But for women, attraction is usually more like a puzzle. Men who look average or safe often get friendly smiles, small talk, and easy validation because they don't seem intimidating. But as a highly attractive man, you rarely get this kind of easy attention. Women tend to be more cautious around you. You might walk into a room, completely captivate every woman's attention with your presence, and still leave thinking you were invisible, just because no one asked for your number. The truth is, being very attractive can actually discourage women from approaching you. When you carry the calm, unbothered presence of abundance, many women will hold themselves back. They assume your DMs are full of women competing for your attention. Their egos panic at the thought of being rejected by a man of your caliber, so they stay quiet to protect their dignity. Men who don't understand this defense mechanism often interpret that silence as, "They aren't looking at me, so I must be ugly or mid." In reality, they're simply overlooking signals that were never meant to be obvious. You aren't invisible because you're unattractive. You're invisible because your looks are setting off a silent alarm in the room, and you've never learned how to read the signals. But don't judge yourself based on this sign alone. The rest of this video will reveal the subtle signals you've probably been overlooking your entire life. Sign 2. The double take and staring. This is one of the most universal signs, and most men completely miss it. Pay close attention. If a woman looks at you, looks away, and then looks back, there's a good chance she has noticed something compelling about your appearance or energy. You'll notice her holding eye contact for a moment longer than necessary to drop a green light. She's effectively throwing a hook into the water, waiting to see if you possess the masculine frame to bite. Then she'll quickly look away so it doesn't seem like she was caught checking you out. When she looks back the second time, she is observing your reaction. Did you panic and look at the floor? Did you start sweating and checking your phone? Or did you stay calm, relaxed, and unbothered? More importantly, did you even notice her signal? Remember, that second look is often her checking if you're really as confident as you first appeared. However, most men miss this sign because they lack situational awareness, or because their own low confidence makes them look away first. To handle this correctly, you must train your ability to visually read the room. When your eyes meet hers, do not immediately look down or break eye contact because you're nervous. Hold a calm, relaxed gaze for a second. When she experiences a moment of self-consciousness and looks away, do not chase her with your eyes. Maintain your calm, give a subtle smirk, and look back to what you were doing. This signals massive internal validation. You are used to being looked at, and her gaze did not destabilize your frame. If she gives that second look confirmation, the window of opportunity is open. Take the lead and start the conversation calmly, knowing you have already won the initial battle of attraction. Sign 3. Proximity and accidental crossings. High-value women usually don't boldly chase men because they have plenty of options. Instead, they drop small signals and expect you to notice and make the first move. Pay close attention. If a woman stands next to you at a bar, brushes past you in a hallway, orders a drink right beside you, or passes by you more than needed, that means your energy is pulling her toward you, and she's responding by making herself accessible. Do not think it's just a coincidence. It's not. If she has plenty of other places she could choose to be, but keeps choosing to be near you, she's hoping you'll notice her. Women decide who approaches them, but men decide who they stay with. As mentioned before, a woman's strategy is rarely to chase. It is to put herself in a position to be chased by the right man. Most guys miss this sign because they are either not paying attention or feel too intimidated to act. To master this dynamic, you must change how you handle your space. When a woman stands beside you, do not quickly snap your head around to look at her. That immediately makes you look weak and reactive. Instead, keep your composure. Open up your stance and show that you're comfortable owning your space. If she has positioned herself close enough to hear you, pull her into the conversation. Do not ruin the moment by talking too much. Drop a simple comment and let her do most of the talking. She chose to stand next to you for a reason. But remember, if she stands near you for a while, gives you many chances to talk, and you do absolutely nothing, she'll walk away. In her mind, you're either completely clueless or too terrified to approach her. Either way, you lose your chance. Sign 4. Active engagement and recall. When a woman is not interested in a man, she uses short, closed responses like cool, wow, or yeah, to let the conversation starve and die naturally. On the other hand, a woman who finds you attractive does the exact opposite. She will ask questions that require you to tell a story. Not because she is really interested in the details, she just wants to keep you talking and engaged. Every minute you spend talking to her is a minute you aren't spending with another woman. Her attention shows how much she's enjoying the present moment with you. Because you are occupying her thoughts, she will even remember small, obscure details you mentioned weeks ago, like the name of your childhood pet, how you take your coffee, or a random hobby. This means you've been stuck on her mind. She isn't just recalling facts, she's saving them to reconnect with you later. You will also notice she often laughs at your jokes, not because you're some elite comedian. Your jokes might not even be that funny, but that's beside the point. It's really about humor. Her laughter shows she's comfortable with your lead while making herself appear warm, friendly, and easy to talk to. But understand this. Just because she keeps the conversation alive does not mean you should talk forever. A high-value man knows when to leave. He cuts the conversation at a high point while the energy is still good, leaving her wanting more. If you keep talking until the conversation runs out of ideas, you ruin the mystery and drop your own value. Sign 5. Other men respect you or compete with you. Women are very good at noticing a man's real status, but they also know men are masters of posturing. A weak man can buy an expensive watch, rent a sports car, and talk a big game to trick a woman into thinking he is an alpha. But there is one thing a weak man can never fake: the authentic respect of his male peers. You can use flashy stuff or clever pickup lines to manipulate a woman's emotions because she doesn't know your past or live in your daily reality. But you can never pull that scam on a room full of men. Any game you think you know, they know already. There is always a silent war for dominance happening in every room you walk into. Men are competitive by nature. We're tribal animals, hardwired to constantly test each other's boundaries, strength, and resolve to see where we rank and to establish order within the pack. And women are experts at reading the fallout of that war. Meaning, men instinctively sense hierarchy, and women notice how men respond to each other. Do other men respect you? Do they quiet down when you speak? Do they seek your approval? Do they use you to boost their own status? Or is the opposite true? Here is what you need to understand. If you possess a strong presence, it can be intimidating to some men who feel inadequate about themselves. Because they are too weak to challenge you directly through real competence or respect, their insecurities often lead them to passive-aggressive behavior. And if a woman is nearby, this behavior becomes even more intense. These men may one-up your story, drop backhanded compliments, or tell bigger stories to hijack your spotlight and appear dominant. This is a threat response, and women pick up on it almost immediately. They don't think less of you. In fact, their attempts to diminish you ends up exposing their desperate need for validation and highlighting your dominance. Sign 6. Assumed social proof and the unattainable aura. A woman is naturally attracted to a man other women want. This dynamic doesn't just add to his value, it makes it much more exciting for her to win him over from the other women. Psychologists call this mate choice copying. It's a game of social proof. But here is the truth. A woman's hypergamous instinct wants the absolute best man she can get. But vetting a man from scratch takes a lot of time and emotional effort. If other women already desire you, her brain instantly sees you as an already proven, high-value man. However, the very thing that makes you highly attractive, the fact that other women want you, can also make her feel insecure or uncertain. She will test your boundaries to protect her access to you from other female competitors. You'll notice it when she acts mildly jealous early on, asks about your female friends, or drops testing questions like, "I bet you have other girls on your mind right now," or "How are you not taken yet?" This early tension isn't control. It's a strong signal of deep attraction. The key to handling these tests is to always keep the mystery alive. When she asks, "How are you not taken yet?" do not start complaining about how hard dating is or how you haven't found the right woman. That will only reveal your lack of demand and annihilate your attraction in seconds. Instead, give a slow smile and say, "Because I value my peace, and I'm highly selective about who gets a piece of it." The same goes when she says something like, "I'm sure you have plenty of options." Do not deny it or explain it away. Lock eye contact, smirk, and amplify the reality. This shows you're intentional, not desperate. Now, this brings me to the next point. Being good-looking doesn't guarantee success in the dating market. It's only half the battle. When you're attractive but have no options, your looks can become a problem. You might come across as rigid, nervous, and overly concerned about how you appear. You move with hidden anxiety because your ego is trying hard to keep up a high-value image that isn't real. Having options changes everything. It adds a relaxed, unbothered charisma to how you act, and people notice it instantly. This is called the unattainable aura. Good looks make you seem like a prize, but having options makes you act like one. You stop looking around for approval, checking your phone, or trying to get attention. That's because you already have plenty of love and attention waiting for you outside the room. This creates a calm, grounded presence that makes you stand out in any crowd. If a woman is rude to a good-looking guy with no options, his fragile ego gets hurt. He might get angry, explain too much, or look defensive. But an attractive man with choices doesn't care. A cold or rude response doesn't affect him because he is already well fed by other women. Others can easily notice this calm, unbothered attitude. It shows real power and makes you much more attractive to women watching how you handle a cold shoulder. These are the 6 critical signs that prove you are a highly attractive man. There are other signs, but this video is too short to cover them all. Before I go, here is one truth you must lock into your mind. An ugly man does not exist when a man handles his business, takes care of his body, and sharpens his mind. Build your life. Put your blinders on, face the dirt, and focus entirely on your mission. The exact second you stop chasing women because you're too busy building your legacy is the exact second they start chasing you. You didn't change your DNA. You didn't get a face transplant. You just stopped acting like a boy who needed attention and started carrying yourself like a man who commands respect. If you're ready to stop playing the wrong game, step out of the spectator stands, and finally unlock your true masculine power, you need to be in this circle. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time, keep building.